So these elbow cars are great drills for anybody who has any niggles in their elbow, but also just is doing any kind of rotational sport, such as tennis, golf, baseball, basketball, anything where you've got to roll the radius over the ulna, and you need maximal range of motion, and you need strength at that maximal range of motion. That also would include sports like climbing and other high stress exercises where you're putting tons of tension into near end range or end range extension and flexion. They require rotation as well. So we're going to build that rotational muscle and that map out so you can have more access to space when you need it. So the first thing we're going to do is just work on supination, pronation, or external rotation, internal rotation. The way I remember supination from human anatomy back in the day is you got to hold the soup like this, right? The bowl of soup. If you pronate, you're going to spill the soup. So I'll use supination and pronation, but they are synonymous with external rotation and internal rotation. It's just that there's two bones moving together, so the name has to be different, I guess. Anyway, what you're going to do is just lock your elbows and your armpits into your side ribs so that your upper arm isn't moving at all. We want just rotation through the elbow joint and not the humerus. So we don't want to see the elbow wagging in and out when we're doing this. So if you squeeze some tension, as you know, into this, you can brace up and then you don't have to worry so much about what your elbow is doing while you're not watching it. And then let's just practice with a soft elbow, a little supination, pronation. Once you've got that figured out, go ahead and move into supination and then try to get into more supination. So you're really squeezing. That's where you're going to get the work done here. And then pull your palms up. Continue trying to drive into more supination. So as you can see, my pinky finger is rotating in, my thumb's rotating toward you the higher my arms get. And then on the way down, we'll go the opposite direction. So now pronation, and again, continue pressing into the most pronation you can as you extend. At the bottom, let's stay in pronation and just bring our arms back up and then supinate and continue finding more supination on the way down. Cool? Let's do one more. You can also add workload to this. If A, you're having trouble finding some stress, I'm feeling it right in here. But if you're not able to kind of get that, you can sometimes find it with just a little bit of workload, and then you'll have an easier time doing it with body weight in the future, which is a beneficial step that you shouldn't necessarily skip over. But here's another layer to it. You can hold dumbbells, you can hold plates, change plates, squeeze those elbows in, supinate on the way up. Ooh, good grip strength drill too. Pronate on the way down. And then stay in pronation, come up. And then supinate on the way down. The thing about adding workload is if your body's not ready for it yet, it's not going to do any good. You need to be able to get into end range rotation in each position, in each part of that movement for it to be beneficial. Otherwise, you just might as well be doing 2-pound bicep curls, right? What's the point of that? Your body can already do that linear movement. We're trying to stress the rotational tissue here. So give that a shot without workload. And then if you feel like it or if you're directed to in your workout, go ahead and add some workload.